PM Shri Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Yamunanagar, Haryana. Submitted to Mrs. Daizy Sharma ma'am. Submitted by Ishika. Topic: the best Christmas present in the world. The best Christmas present in the world. The author went to a junk shop in Bridport, UK and bought a roll-top desk. The desk was in bad condition, but the author thought he would be able to repair. One Christmas Eve, he began working on it by removing the roll top and pulling out the drawers. He found a secret drawer with a small black tin box hidden inside. The box had a note taped to it. The note interested to find it to bury it with the owner of the desk when the time came. When the author opened the box, he found an envelope addressed to Mr. Jim McPherson of 12 Copper Beach, Bridport, Dorset. The enclosed letter was dated December 26, 1914. The author read the letter. It was written by Jim McPherson, a captain of the English Army, to his wife Connie. In the letter, Jim narrates a beautiful incident that took place on the battlefield on Christmas Day in 1914. The English and the German armies were in respective trenches. Suddenly, Jim saw someone from the German side waving a white flag. He watched as a few German soldiers approached. To which the English soldier, "A happy Christmas." The English soldier replied in kind. Suddenly, several unarmed German soldiers began walking, crossing the no man's land or neutral territory, carrying the German alcohol, snacks, and sausage. Soldiers from both armies began shaking hands and wishing each other. A German officer named Hans Wolf shook hands with Jim McPherson. They introduced themselves, shared rum and cake, and talked about their families and books. Then the soldiers played football while their officer cheered and clapped. When the food and drink was over, the two sides wished each other well and hoped the war would end soon. Then they returned to their trenches. McPherson ended the letter confident. After reading the letter, the author decided to locate Mrs. McPherson and return the letter. So he drove to Bridport, Dorset the next morning. He found that the house had burned down and learned that Mrs. McPherson was living in a nursing home. When he reached the nursing home, the matron told him that Mrs. McPherson was in a confused state, but he would be happy to have a visitor on a Christmas day. When the author met Mrs. McPherson, he called her Connie and gave her the letter. Her eyes lit up when she saw the letter. In her confused state, she mistook the author from Jim and thought Jim had kept his promise and written on Christmas Day. Thank you.